MonsterSportsPicks.com. Bring you some more information on podcast number 2, sponsored by uwager.eu. uwager.eu offers 3 payouts per week. If you utilize Bitcoin, those payouts are absolutely free. You could deposit by numerous options, including Bitcoin. You should deposit Bitcoin if you're going to withdraw Bitcoin. 3 payouts per week. Nobody else offers that. Go to uwager.eu. When you register, use promo code MONSTER. That's promo code MONSTER. And guys, signing up, I suggest you get a account with them. 3 payouts per week sounds great. No matter who you're with, you could stay with them. This is just an extra account. You guys saw what I did with $40 free play. I brought that up to $2,000. That's just one of my accounts, and I'm pulling out of that account, but I still have others. Now, if you did that on a UWager account, you can get 3 payouts this week and get all your money out, or leave some in there to continue playing. I'm giving you guys some good information. Tonight we're on the BYU Utah State over 55. It has been trending up, yet now 58% of all wagers are currently on the under. So it's setting up to be a trap game because, as anybody knows, if money goes one way, the line should move that way. If it's going under, that line should be dropping. The fact that that line's going up and money is going on the under shows me that it's trending in the wrong direction. Therefore, they're setting up a trap. They want more people to start jumping in on that under. With Utah State averaging, the amount of points they're averaging currently, they're averaging 51.5 points per game. And BYU's averaging 21.5 points per game. Utah State is setting up, and if they win this game, it's going to be an absolute blowout. They might cover the over by themselves. BYU didn't look good last week. They're putting up big yardage. I can see this easily being a trap game where this goes over. I'm probably going to pound this over heavy and hard. And we'll be going from there. I got some plays I'm going to break down for you guys for Saturday and Sunday. These are just my trending plays with the stats. These aren't necessarily my customer package plays. If you want my customer package plays, I suggest you go over to MonsterSportsPicks.com right now. Click donate on the website, pay $100, and you will get every top play I have in every single sport until the Stanley Cup. That's until the National Hockey League Stanley Cup. $100 gets you all those plays for that length of time. That's cheap. That's great plays. My customers went 3-0 2 days ago, and yesterday they went 3-1. Made good money. We're making money over at Monster Sports Picks, and I'm showing you how I'm rolling one account with $40 free play up to $2,000. I haven't seen anybody else out there show that. I hear a lot of people talking about what they can do, but I'm showing you on a daily basis what I can do for you. The first college game I'm looking at is Georgia Southern minus 11.5 versus South Alabama. Georgia Southern is 4-0 the last 4 games they played against them. They're 2-0 against the spread and straight up over the last 3 seasons. Georgia Southern is currently 4-0, I believe. They're playing great football. I have no question in my mind that they're going to come into this game and continue to play great football. South Alabama is not a premier team. They're not one that I think is going to be able to hang in this game. They're 2-2. South Alabama is 1-4, and Georgia Southern's 3-1. Georgia Southern's 4-0 against the spread. South Alabama is 2-1 against the spread. And that's the regular season stats for this season. Georgia Southern is 4-0 straight up and 4-0 against the spread. Last 4 times versus. And this looks like the setup to be a nice win here. I would easily take Georgia Southern, or I would put them in a teaser play with the other games I'm going to give you. Another game I'm looking at is Notre Dame going against Virginia Tech. Notre Dame is playing great football. They're looking to make a run for the national championship. They're 6-0 their last 6 games with a winning margin of 12 points. They're 5-1 straight up and 4-2 against the spread in their last 6 games versus ACC opponents. And Virginia Tech is allowing 304 yards passing per game and 84 yards rushing per game. Notre Dame likes to rush, but the pass game is going to be wide open here. 304 yards passing per game. And I can't see that Virginia Tech offense coming back and hanging with Notre Dame. Notre Dame's only given 7 points in this game. That's low. I think Virginia Tech might be overrated. Their quarterback was banged up. I don't see Virginia Tech hanging around in this game. And I see Notre Dame winning this game by at least 14 or more. So this should be an easy win. And on a teaser, it looks a hell of a lot better with Georgia State. In the NFL Sunday, we're looking at Kansas City. Kansas City is 4-1 straight up and against the spread at home. The Jaguars are 0-3 straight up in the last 3 versus Kansas City, losing by 17 points on average. Now, a lot of people think that Kansas City is setting up for failure because they play New England next week. So they're thinking they're going to overlook the Jags. I don't see that happening, especially at home with a coach like Andy Reid. And the Jaguars running back is questionable for this game. More than likely, Forte's not going to play. If he's not playing, that's going to put a lot more pressure on Bortles. If they get to Bortles and rattle him, he is going to throw the ball away or throw interceptions. That's one thing about him. He gets rattled quick. I took a beating on him against the Rams last season. I had a 3-team parlay. I took Arizona, the Arizona over. No, I had the Arizona over, the Jacksonville Rams over, and Jacksonville. I had about $5,000 on that. Would have paid a $30,000 return, and Bortles threw a fucking interception at the end of the game. And I had watched a video from another professional handicapper, Tony George, who was saying the Rams were going to rattle Bortles, and Bortles would throw an interception at some point in that game. Well, he was absolutely correct, and it cost me $30,000. So that's why I listen to what other professionals have to say, and I take their advice. As far as if I'm against what they're saying, I'll back off of my play, and I won't play it at all. I want to do a teaser probably with this because Kansas City has a decent line here. Let me just bring up this information so I make sure I'm giving you the correct numbers. Kansas City's given 3 in this, so if you tease it with the other 3 games, you'll be looking at plus points, which would be a great deal. I don't see them overlooking. Andy Reid is not going to be the type of coach to overlook Jacksonville to prep for New England. Not with his background and his years in the league. I know a lot of people feel that Kansas City's setting up for a loss because they're undefeated currently. That's possible, and it may come next week against New England. But I just don't see it against this Jacksonville team. Let me just check the injury report. He's downgraded, so Forte is out for Sunday's game versus Kansas City. He will not be playing. That's going to limit their run game. Sammy Watkins is questionable for Kansas City. I don't see Jacksonville hanging with Kansas City in this game. I like Kansas City minus the 3, and I'm going to stick to my guns on that one. There's another one that I like that has also been brought to question, and I definitely like it in a teaser. I don't like giving more than 7 points on some of these games. But with the Rams, I think I would be willing to give the 7 points because Seattle is nothing special this season. They're playing terrible. They can't get the ball downfield. Their defense isn't holding. The Rams are undefeated, another team that people feel a loss is coming. And yes, there's a loss coming at some point in time. It's not coming in Seattle. It's not going to come in Seattle. That's not going to happen. The Rams are playing too good of football. The defense is too solid. What is Russell Wilson going to do against that rush defense? I don't see him doing much. They lost to Chicago earlier in the year. Chicago has a solid defense, but the Rams' defense is a hell of a lot better. They lost to Denver, who has a solid defense. They beat Dallas and beat Arizona. They beat Arizona by a field goal. It was a tight game. The Rams beat Minnesota, who has a good defense. Beat the Chargers, beat Arizona, and beat Oakland. Some pushovers on the schedule there. I think Seattle's going to be another pushover. Seattle's 1-3-1 against the spread in their last 5 games. They can't even hang within the spread. I would definitely take the Rams in this. And if you want to increase your odds, I would take a 4-team teaser. I would take Kansas City, the Rams, Georgia Southern, and Notre Dame. That'll cut down the amount of points you're given. It'll increase your payout a little bit. And that would be a nice play to do. If not, I would definitely take Notre Dame and Georgia Southern on Saturday. And I would get on Kansas City and the Rams on Sunday. I'm not front running. I'm just looking at stats and looking at who's best here. And Jacksonville, I like their team. I think they have a great squad. I think they have a chance to make another run at the Super Bowl. However, when their running back is out going against that Kansas City defense and they can't run the ball and balance their offense, it's not going to work. Because Bortles is not the type of quarterback that can go out there and just keep throwing the ball. At some point, he's going to throw an interception, and the Rams are going to take it to the house. So you got to be careful with Bortles, especially if they get to him a couple of times. They're going to rattle his cage, and he's not going to be able to keep his head in the game. So those are the 4 plays I have information on. I know last podcast I gave a lot more information. This one here I'm kind of limited. I could give you a couple of games for the night. I like, let me get to the statistics on it so I can go ahead and give you the proper information. I'm going to give you an NHL play for tonight. I like some information in the NFL looks strong tonight. I know there's only 2 games going. Carolina's playing Columbus. 7 of 8 games in this series have gone under the total over the last 3 seasons. These 2 teams play strong against each other because they're both 4-4. Columbus is 4-4 straight up against Carolina. Last 3 seasons, Carolina is 4-4 against the spread last 3 seasons. That tells me this is going to be a 1-goal game. So a plus 1.5 puck line might be a great play in this series. Carolina's 7-22 against the spread in road games. Season just started, so some of these stats aren't going to hold. However, that understat should hold. Currently, I have the under at 6 on the Carolina-Columbus game. However, one customer did message me that he got a line of 5.5. It could just be his sports book that everybody's pounding the under. If you can get the line at 6, it's better, of course, because you can catch that push. I don't see this going to be a 4-2 game, or I think this will be like a 2-1 game. The total's gone under in 4 of Carolina's last 5 games playing on the road against Columbus. The total's gone under in 5 of Columbus's last 5 games playing Carolina. Columbus is 0-5 against the spread in its last 5 games at home. Columbus is 1-5 straight up in the last 6 games at home. Columbus is 2-4 against the spread last 6 when playing Carolina. So Carolina on the puck line could also be a treat. I don't currently have a line on that. I don't currently have a line on the puck line. However, I would take the puck line with Carolina and the under. The puck line with Carolina is something extra I'm throwing in here. Columbus, Carolina under is a solid play. That's a play that I like and I'm looking at. It's either going to be a 2-1 game or a 3-2 game. Some people actually like Carolina to win the game. I would lean more towards the puck line. Puck line's minus 210. So if you take the puck line, Carolina plus 1.5, parlay it with the under. Because the under is currently minus 115. At least you'll get a decent payout, maybe even money on that. So if you take Carolina plus 1.5 in the under, for 100, you'll probably win 110 or something in that range. I don't like dumping money on a minus 210. Who the hell wants to lay $210 to win 100? That makes no sense when you can parlay it and cut that juice down. And also we have the BYU Utah State over 55. That's another play that we're sitting on. I already gave that in the beginning of the podcast. 58% of people are on that under. 57% of wagers are on the Columbus, Carolina under. Looks like all money's coming in on Columbus, but they're probably counting for them to win by 1 goal. The current line's minus 150 on that. You're better off taking a plus 1.5, in my opinion. And that's all I have for this podcast, guys. uwager.eu. uwager.eu. Get over there. Register using promo code MONSTER. Make your deposit. Let's play with them. Let's get 3 payouts per week. And then once you get that first payout, you go over to monstersportspicks.com. Click donate. Deposit. Click donate. Send $100 and get all plays until the NHL Stanley Cup. That'll give you a good length of time, a good package term, and a good amount of money being made with the Monster. And you guys could all become thousandaires, baby. Let's get this money.